Hey, it's Monday. April is ending and I'm back with my regular huge cup. One thing for sure is I'm not really cut out to be an advertising horse because I'm a creature of habit. And this is my favorite cup and it's huge. So no Kleeman cup today. I have to make me a jumbo one if they want me to drink it all the time. Just got up, just shaking off the cobwebs, but I just thought I'd get up and just jump right into this because I got a busy day. I want to thank folks again for responding to the contest. It's kind of cool. Mean Mr. Mayo wrote me and said he felt like he was going to win, and he did, and that's cool. I don't know if it's so much that I like it, but I think that's neat. And then the second surprise winner, as it turns out, lives in India. So this is my first record sending to India, which is that's kind of cool, you know. Music is all over this planet, all over the planet. It's nice. So this morning I just want to kind of talk a little bit about music. I've been saying I'm going to do a video on public eyesore, the package they gave me, and I'm still going to do it, but the music that they sent me is bummer. A little skip there. The music needs to be absorbed. It's not easy listening, and public eyesore and avant-garde music can sometimes be as much about the process as about the end product. So sometimes it's like you need to study it. It's not so much about being entertained and hearing something nice. It's about going to work. So that's still coming up. I'll share what I've been playing, what's laying here nearby. Again, right quick on the business tip. I have about 4 orders that I can't fill because I'm waiting for my record mailers to come in. You know, I try to time things, but I ran out of record mailers. I ordered before I ran out. And then, thankfully, because of the contest, I had an increase in interest in Flyover. I can't afford to advertise, but apparently advertising pays because out of sight, out of mind. When people hear about the record, then they buy it. But I got some music I've been listening to, and I've had some company and sharing music. So I'll just start with this pile of CDs here. I was playing Dereck for a friend. Carol Rogers is from Omaha, and she's a singer. She was in Sergio Mendes' Brazil 88 for several years. But she also sings on this album, which is one of my favorite Brazilian albums. She's also written with Gilberto Gil. She just recently performed at my last show with me. She got up and sang, improvised on some Flyover songs, and we're talking about working together, doing some recording. She's on this album. I have If Ever by Dereck. His father, Dorival Caymmi, is a legend. Dereck is fantastic too, both of them. Amazing musicians. And then this one is just called Dereck. Wonderful, wonderful music. This weekend I went to Almost Music, and I had a little bit of credit left, so I got a couple things. One thing I got was this brand new Orenda Fink. These are handmade covers. It's on the Boca Lupo Records label. These are handmade, 150. I got number 59. And I really like Orenda Fink. I like her style. I like her brooding, moody way of doing her songs. This is a song called Mighty Mist. Really like Orenda a lot. And I've meddled with trying to work with her, but I think I'll be the one that has to make it happen because I'd really like to have Orenda sing on some of my music. What else? As I said, I'm playing Popol Vuh in den Garten Pharaohs, in the Garden of the Pharaohs. This is a reissue, an Italian reissue. Spiritual. heavy. Other records that I've been playing this weekend, Opeth, Ghost Reveries. Unfortunately, I found out that I do have a copy that has the problem. When I first ordered this, they got a hold of me and asked me if I noticed any problems with the vinyl. But I apparently only played one of the records. But sides 3 and 4, there's a glitch. I do have the CD, so I can listen to it. I don't know if it'd be worth trying to get a hold of the company that I ordered it from to see if I can get this replaced. Not a big deal. It is and it isn't, you know what I mean? I have the music. Really like this album, Opeth. It's not one of their better regarded albums, but I like it. This is sitting out to play Tangerine Dream, Optical Race. It had come up on Facebook, so that's why it's out. One thing that came up from watching the videos for the contest is, you know, things really have changed for me. I'm not sitting around watching videos all day. I may have days where I sit around and watch video, but I'm not watching vinyl community videos. I'm looking for information, or I'm looking for a free movie or something. But it was nice to catch up with people, and then I see as a result that there are a lot of people, there's a lot of activity in the vinyl community, and it's a wonderful thing. The vinyl community is a great thing. What else do I have here? Played this last night, Punkgasm by Don Caballero. Really like this band, and just happens to be on blue vinyl, so I'll show it. That's what it's for, you know, it's to kind of show. Very interesting music, though. And the drummer, Damon, I believe is his name. Quite the character, but quite the drummer. Quite excellent. I had this one out as well. This is my favorite by them. World Class Listening Problem. They have an earlier album that everyone says, that's the one, but I like this one better than that one. Okay. Herbie Hancock Sexton, hadn't played this in ages. Someone was showing it on Facebook, and I said, okay. Excellent, amazing. It has aged well. There's just a little bit about it that has, you know, just a couple things. But mostly this still is really, really excellent. And that cover describes it perfectly. Got to talking about Porcupine Tree and watched Juan, I can't remember his last name, or Jean. Jean made a Porcupine Tree discography video, and I watched it. And he has a very nice collection. He didn't have this on vinyl, so it got me to pull it and played it. You know, I hadn't played it since I bought it. And it's acoustic, primarily Steve Wilson by himself, but he's calling himself Porcupine Tree, numbered. And it's really good. It works as a Porcupine Tree album. As opposed to, well, this is just Steven Wilson solo. No. You listen to it and it's like, yeah, that's Porcupine Tree. That's the essence of Porcupine Tree on this album. Doing tree songs. That was really enjoyable last night. Really, and a really clean pressing. Really quiet. Tone float. Even though it's on orange vinyl, you can't, it's really quiet, really clean. We were talking about Catherine Will, so I played this Chrome. This is pretty collectible. When you find these, if you can find this less than $60, that's a bargain. But this is a fantastic album, just incredibly excellent. Cover by Storm Thorgerson. Pearls Before Swine. Roger Coleman had found Balaclava, and I needed to see if I had it. I don't, but I had this one, Nation Underground. Played all of it. Excellent. Just excellent. Hippie rock, you know, not even folk, hippie rock. Happy Days, Catherine Wheel. Quentin Zoot had showed that he recently got a copy of this. There's two versions of this on clear vinyl, but one has there's one, and it doesn't really say-so, but it has an extra track. And when I originally bought this, I bought it thinking I had the extra track, but it didn't. So I ended up having to hunt it down to get the extra track. Love that band. Meat Beat Manifesto, Are You Okay? A lot of Meat Beat Manifesto has aged poorly, but most of this is really good. Chris Cole was showing some cool records on Facebook, and this is a really awesome live free jazz album by Masahiko Sato, Peter Warren, and Pierre Favre. And it's really nice because he uses the ring modulator on the piano sparingly, but just enough to break it up and just make it that much more cool and weird on Enja. This is excellent. Chris Cole also showed this album, Guadalquivir, Spanish fusion. I've had this forever, and I played it yesterday, and it was like, yeah, this is really good. And it's also pretty cool. Spanish import on Harvest on green vinyl, 1978. Guadalquivir. Nice instrumental mixture of flamenco and jazz. Yeah, I love this Popol Vuh. It's kind of otherworldly. It's quiet in the background, but I have a couple gigs coming up. A solo gig on Wednesday, but I also have a reunion of my punk rock band RAF in a few weeks. So we've been rehearsing, and that kind of brings punk to the surface of my listening. So I had pulled Ancient Artifacts by D.I. And Rick Agnew is a friend, and he signed it for me when we played together last. I do sincerely hope to play with Rick again. This is a reissue on orange vinyl. Played the Bowie again, Love Is Lost. I played this a bunch, I really like it. Side 1 of Tarkus. Played this yesterday, and this holds up for me. Some people want to bash Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and they can, but it means nothing to me. I love this album in particular. Good old Island. You know, it's like we can share our opinions, which we do, but I just hope that people understand that all we do is share opinions. Don't change your life just because somebody has a different opinion than you. Break through the veil of all we have is our thoughts. No one has any power over you except the power you give them. Listen to Blood Rock 2 with my friend Rich the other night. This is a fantastic hard rock album. It really is. This is excellent. Excellent. Blood Rock. Just excellent. Now listen to Steve Wilson again. Cover version. Steven Wilson is cool. Der Dritch Rom. Halebop. It's a 12-inch single. But it's just really, really, I don't know, I played it several times, you know. It's just really catchy. Found out that Ghost of a Saber-Toothed Tiger is coming to Omaha. I'm excited about that. Sean Lennon and, what's her name? Charlotte Kemp Mule, their band. And this is La Caratte Bleue. They have a new album. I'll tell you what, I found out about that through looking up information about Peter Murphy's coming to Omaha, which excites me. But when I saw this and the fact that Sid Arthur is opening for these guys, I'm even more excited. Sid Arthur is the best new band I've heard in years. I don't have the record yet. I have the music on my computer, but I haven't seen the vinyl. They're playing in Omaha May 28th. They got a new album coming out. Saving my pennies for that. Sid Arthur. I also plan to ask them, does the Sid stand for Sid Barrett, and does the Arthur stand for Arthur Brown? I also understand that the violinist in the band, just found this out yesterday, but the violinist in the band Sid Arthur is the nephew of Kate Bush, which I did not know, and means has no bearing on my raving about the band. I just found that out. It's the music. The band sounds fresh, has that Canterbury prog thing. But you know what else they have? They do the blues. They put a blues in there in a way that's fresh. But there's a lot of blues in this prog band sound. Sid Arthur. Okay, the other records that I got when I traded, or not traded, but my credit was Cabaret Voltaire live at the Hacienda. This is a boot, or rather it's an audience recording released by Get Back, but it's an audience recording, so it was originally a bootleg. But it's a good recording because it shows how Cabaret Voltaire, before they kind of went pop, they were still doing this, but doing it live, creating this really jagged, edgy electronic sound live, not just with tapes. I grabbed this, Deep Purple live in London, used. Partially, it's the David Coverdale version. Part of what got me was the cover. I love those stacked heel shoes, that look from the 70s with the big flares. Frankly, I really do like Deep Purple. And it's on Harvest. That was another reason. I just, I'm a sucker for certain pressings and labels. Richie Blackmore is a hell of a guitarist. There are times when he sounds like he's losing his mind when he's playing. And there's a couple times on here where it really sounds like he's really close to going mad while playing the guitar, to me. Sounds like he's losing his mind. Couple more albums. Single Gun Theory. Electro Network Records has that Electro Network Records sound. Their second album is better than this one. And then Emmett Rhodes, pop classic. He had a hit, Fresh as a Daisy. I mean, it could be Paul McCartney. This is really good. Just wanted to show you some records. Talk for a minute, even though I've just been rambling. It's already 17 minutes. I want to again thank you folks for everything, And yeah, I knew I needed to keep the contest short, because if even less than a week and over 30 entries, just imagine having it up for a month. That's just too much. The spirit of the vinyl community is a positive, wonderful thing. There is no reason to envy it. It is something that everyone is welcome to be a part of. I'm smiling because I've learned quite a bit in the last few years I've been on the internet. And it's interesting how some other folks have not learned. And when people come at me with messages, the intent of your heart is evident in your words. Just know that your intent is evident. The intent of your heart is evident in your words. I am truly blessed, and anyone is welcome to be a part of this.